Hey there, Rick Copley here. Good morning and happy Monday. I want to share something with you, an experience over the weekend. I want to be totally transparent, make it a little riled up, and I apologize. Don't want to offend anybody, but I do want to help some people. So maybe this will help, maybe not. Maybe it'll just be a rant to get off my chest. I don't know. We shall see. My wife and I and our kids, we got Colby, Justin, Dallas. They are 13, 10, and 15. Colby's the old one, 15. We don't go out in public a whole lot in terms of going places and doing like public type of things. There's a couple reasons why. For one, we just, that's just not how we are. We like doing stuff, but we like to be adventurous and we like to move fast, we like to work out. So it just doesn't fit in with the general public type thing, But we go to fairs, carnival every so often. But another reason why, and it became very apparent and it got put back into my memory and back into the front of my mind this weekend, it was 4th of July weekend. And we went out Saturday night to go see the fireworks. And we did this last year and had the exact same experience. And so this is where I'm going to get a little riled up here. So hope you kind of bear with me. So Saturday night, went out to go to the fireworks, got in the car, drove down to the local park here in Eustis, a couple miles away. We're in Central Florida. And it was raining. So thunderstorms are kind of clearing through, watching the radar. And we knew that the rain would go away and we'd be able to kind of walk out and on there's an area down called this community center. It's called Farron Park, and there's a little lake walk, right along the lake. It's about 30 yards out. Goes right along the lake. It's pretty cool. But in the middle of the lake walk, lots of people fish out there and stuff. There's some overhang. So we're walking, and it's still kind of raining. So we're like, we're going to go to this overhang. So we go to the cover. We go to the cover, and we're kind of inside, and there's no rain. But there's about 30 or 40 people in there. Plenty of room, But here's what happened. Someone started smoking. And really, in a covered area, about 30 feet by 30 feet or so, I mean, I don't know the exact dimensions, but there's people in there. People started smoking, and then somebody else, and several people. It's like 3 or 4 people smoking. Now, that's disgusting. It's horrible. It was horrible for us. We're obviously not smokers. Our kids were there, and these were, I'm not going to give a socioeconomic class or any kind of definition who it was. There's a bunch of different people, men and women, older, younger. This lady was a grandmother sitting there smoking. But, so that's one of the reasons it's hard for us to go out like this, that we are just detested and disgusted by that. Why? If you're in a group of people, do you not realize that that is really something that is offensive physically just to see, but have to be forced to breathe that in? So a message is a couple things. For number one, if you're a smoker, realize that people may not say something, but it's offensive. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's something that people that are not smokers don't want to be around. If you're in a group of people, don't do it. Come on, really? Do you have to? Can't you go 20 minutes? My wife and I were inside. We moved out, stood in the rain. Someone came out and stood next to us. Same thing. Really? So I don't want to offend smokers out there. If you're a smoker, this is not like a training video how to quit smoking and stuff, and this is not any kind of thing that's gonna we don't want to offend people. People smoke. It's fine. It's not something that we're here to rail against. What I'm here to rail against is that if you do that, be cognizant of the people around you. Understand that that's gross. That's disgusting, and people don't want to be part of that. So that was kind of my experience as July 4th. So if you see something like that, there's not much you can do. You just have to kind of understand that it's there. If you're that person, understand this. Your family, there are people that care about you that don't want you doing it. The people around you, whether they say so or not, they're bothered by it. So, don't do it. Don't put us at risk. Don't put my kids at risk by doing that. Because it's something that, secondhand smoke, it's dangerous. It's bad. And if you choose to do that, That's perfectly fine. You have the right here in this country to do it. But please don't infringe on my right to breathe. So this rant today may not have been helpful for anybody. It's something I just want to get off my chest. And it's something that, it may be helpful for people that do that type of thing, the smoking thing. It may be helpful to you to understand there are people like us out there that don't want to see it. And, if you have a loved one and you see them doing that, take them aside afterwards. Be like, hey, you know what? There's 20 or 30 people in there that may have been bothered by that. So if you see value in anything that we do, we put out there, please share, like it, comment, put it out there on your social media, in your social media world, and maybe it can help some people. We're out there on a mission to try to change the world one person at a time. We want to help people and we want to give people the opportunity to be empowered and to feel better and to live a fit life. So, you know, in the meantime, live strong, live fit, be a champion. We love you, and anything we can do to help, email me, rick@nolimitfitness.me. We'll hopefully can help you out, get you dialed in, get you on the right path.